Wait, does my coloring not work? Did I choose the color of fucking Firefox instead? I think I did. Shit. That's the one. That's the one. I'm pretty sure I remember what we were doing. So this should be either just after what's-his-face dies? I think? Oh. Well, I need to look at the timeline, figure out where we are. Okay, so this was pair of voxels. I hate that. Forgot to turn my model back on too. So this was Mizuki's Somnium. That's when we went to see Iris because we thought she died. And we talked to So about Iris. Then we found Iris dead and went to Iris's. No. Whose Somnium was this? It was So's Somnium, okay. So Iris was dead here. We went to confront So about it. He wouldn't tell us, so he died. We synced with him. And we seen that he murdered Iris. And then we went to Iris's house, and Iris was alive. Date believed that Iris was alive because we saved her in Somnium. Aiba's theory found his theory to be ridiculous and insisted on finding Shoko and Nagami's killer. Find more evidence. Date continues investigation. Okay, so we've seen Iris die in Mizuki's Somnium. Or we didn't see her die, we seen her dead body. Iris dies. We find Iris's body in cold storage here, with multiple stab wounds to the back. We confronted So about it, and So lied, so we synced with him here. And we saw someone murder Iris multiple times. We saved Iris in the end of the Somnium. And Date believes that saving Iris in Somnium brought her back to life here. So now Iris is back. And we're investigating Shoko Nadami's killer. Okay, I understand what's going on. I think we're done here, actually. We are. It's been a while since we played, but that's what's happening.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so
I've always wanted to eat here.
Really?
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
About Iris's resurrection.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
I decided to tell Ota about Iris's resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
I had the biggest poops after. What's going on, Nico? How are you, friend?
To have taken it as a compliment.
You been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true.
You have no idea.
Mom is just jealous of how pretty
Tired?
you are,
That's
Tessa.
mood.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
You need an iris? Why? She's underage. You do not need an iris. 6 a.m. with no sleep? Go to sleep, friend. That's crazy. Iris is sitting in front of me. That's way too long. At least take a nap. Like, just lay down and close your eyes. Don't even sleep. Just give your brain a rest. Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some
Back to AI? Yep.
meditation. Lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Thank you, Iba.
Dante, why are you with Tessa?
Jelly?
We are
You jelly.
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh.
Huh.
A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're
Fugu
not
eggs are
poisoned.
poisonous.
Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Poison, tasty fish. Where's Renju?
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Okay. You're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah. My dad taught me when I was little.
You're
Rip.
making me something too, right?
Sure.
Poison's good for the soul.
treat,
I don't know if
Dante.
fugu's good for the soul. What is cooking in the kitchen? Put the parallel world.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper,
Is this
scissors.
no? This is the old one.
Rock, paper,
We already played the
scissors?
second one.
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
She's
Dante,
underage.
Your heart rate is rapidly increasing.
I played the first one off stream, like when it came out, but I never did all the routes.
Alright, let's do this.
So I'm going back to do the routes
Okay,
now.
let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
What should I throw out? I'm a big fan of.
Shoot.
Ship.
Yay, I won.
Oh no! You see, this looks like scissors, but it's actually paper.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, why did I throw out scissors? Why?
You're really not taking this well.
So I get my prize.
I don't have any money.
I don't want money. Instead,
Yeah,
can you pet my head?
Head pets,
and
I guess.
Say Iris is a cutie cutie? The cutest person in the whole wide world? A cutie angel?
You lost me at the talking
Fine.
part. Really, Dante.
Iris is a cutie.
No, no, no. Put your heart into it.
Iris is
Look
a
at this-
cutie, the
this
cutest person
fucking
in the
nerd.
whole wide world. A cutie angel.
Someone's jelly. I repeat the whole thing while petting Iris on the head.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? I won and you pet me. But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I obeyed your orders and did something really scandalous.
Rewind time, do it now!
I do not have that functionality.
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Mhm.
Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect? Or
Booba
the
Kiki?
100 million balls? If I explain that, would you believe me?
Sounds really interesting, Tessa.
Shut up, Oda.
I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
That makes so much sense. It really does. I've heard people talking about it. Oh. 100 million balls?
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
Balls.
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
Or that works
The
too.
universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
Damn galaxy,
And
you
that
fucked
means
up. What's
humans
going on, Ray?
would never be born.
That was Detroit.
And even if everything happened exactly like
Did you
that,
see the ending coming?
probability
The
of human
big
life
twist?
developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
Here we are.
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million.
Oh, you didn't get
Would
that far
you
yet?
be able
Oh,
to
okay.
pick out
Okay.
the one?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly. The birth
What?
of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes,
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
Damn, Iva. The Boba Kiki effect?
Dante, look at this picture.
Iris pulled a picture on her phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
Booba's top,
Believe it or
Kiki's the
not,
bottom one?
98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba, and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way, and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
That's kind of cool.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious.
Crap,
There
we're playing
exists
Persona
a
again?
second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals.
A lot of
That's
big
what
words
Jung said about it.
used.
Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated.
No way,
But
really?
underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too.
No fucking
Connected
way.
at a subconscious level.
No fucking way. What? That's so cool. Fuck you, game, for making me learn stuff about bamboo. Bamboo is a grass, and all stalks are connected to each other by underground runners. The stalks are colonial, meaning that in the entire bamboo grove, covering many acres, or maybe mountains, maybe just be one individual. That's so fucking sick. That's so cool. Oh, today we learned about bamboo.
That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm going back when they're all connected. The Mandela effect?
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Wasn't he a
Oh,
murderer?
yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013.
Who am I
But a
thinking?
strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
Like the Berenstein Bears? Fuck my brain, dude.
There are lots of examples. Like the name of this kid's book with the bears having
Right there,
different
man.
strengths. Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car.
It was a 6-seater,
But in
wasn't
our
it?
world, he was in a 6-seat
Yeah.
car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the
It's
tip of
brown.
its tail being black.
That's probably it,
wasn't?
yeah.
Nope, it's all yellow.
What?
And the design didn't change.
What? Wait,
Oh.
hold the fuck on. Fuck you, game. What? No fucking way. It's all yellow. But the tip was definitely brown at one point. It was always yellow. No, man, I can swear to God it was brown at one point. Like the very tip of it. Shit's fucked, dude.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
Iris is sitting in front of me. The spatial temporal man?
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
What about the others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
And we're learning so much today. The two sisters.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room. And her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back
What was
to
that
practice,
for?
playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it. But she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, huh, I wonder where she went.
Looking for
But then
serotonin? You're getting
B hears
both.
her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her
That just sounds like a
parents
fucking
standing
ghost,
there.
dude.
So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So
That's where the
depending
split
on her
world happened?
decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah. What B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
Huh. Anything else?
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being
'Cause you're a
suddenly
fucking
transported
nerd.
1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
You hate Iris? I mean,
Sounds scary.
Iris gets on my nerves too. She's worse in the
There's
second
more,
game.
too.
She's way worse in the second
Like
game.
this town where everyone is
You play Div?
Japanese,
Have fun, friend.
but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
You not like the training in the first game? Really? We'll see when we get there. I haven't seen the
There's
training of
this
the first
kid,
game.
A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
Rip.
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps
As you
walking
do.
like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A
All that
is
happens
really
every once in a while.
curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and
Oda's
asks his
stories
teacher
sound like
about
ghost stories, and then
Hey,
Iris's
where's
sound like
Suzuki
actual like
today? And the teacher says,
theories and stuff.
Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what
Your
are
eyes
you
never pop
talking
up? Nah,
about?
I keep them closed when I
And
laugh.
he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing.
I have
don't know
I have a
him.
big fear of
There's
my
no
eyes
Suzuki
popping
in
out.
this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
The lost friend?
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Sure you can. I
Well,
mean, wait,
not
could you?
necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets.
Huh, thanks, Iva.
As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but
Just pop it back in. Great, now my fear is gone. I don't have to worry about my eyeballs falling out. So I can just put them back
When
in
did
for
you
it.
two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Internet.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Done!
Oda brought the dish over. He laid out the omelet rice in front of me and Iris. Oops, wrong button. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
Was it hard to lose? She picked up a spoonful. No, actually she tried to pick up a spoonful.
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Iris and I ate the omelet rice in near silence. There was no conversation. Just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it. Or long.
Ah, thanks for the food.
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad.
Rip.
He taught me well.
F. I paid for the food and stood to go, but he said it was on the house. Oda, you fuck.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again.
Thank you! Come back soon!
Let's leave the warehouse for last.
You okay?
You bet Iris is
okay.
on the house?
I
Probably.
just, missed a step there.
Is the white hair chick? That's Iba. She's on my head. The second game has Tama. Shinto Shrine. Looks rather solemn. The offering box. Anything we can pick out in here? Yeah, this isn't our first play. This isn't the first time we played on stream. We played this 4 streams? We're on the second half of the game now. About Renju.
Mr. Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
Big important area. Yeah, I think this place is in both games, though.
It appears we've wasted our time.
Thank you, Iba. About the shrine.
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto. There are legends about this place written in the old text. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is
My
said
duty
that,
is
that
fulfilled.
fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? A fruit of immortality.
Yes.
You go to the second game at all. The second game was way more sexualized than the first one. There's a lot more sex jokes in the second game. Immortality, huh? It's
Not
also
interested?
way more over the top.
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
What are you looking at?
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
Here's what the flower Iris is looking at. Flower.
An iris. More specifically, a winter iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
Winter iris. You're looking at a winter iris, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know? It's the same kind that's at my house. I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye. And the Greek goddess of rainbows. A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle. He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father. But one day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about.
86.
Tomi's lover.
About this uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years. But I didn't find him
He's in
anywhere.
jail. I know where he
I
is.
didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Asa? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset. He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Summarize for me. Tell me the things again,
That's it.
Iris.
We have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
Cold storage. This is where we found Iris's body.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Gross. Try to picture Iris's breast swinging down there like that. And then I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call a Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine.
I'll tell you one thing, it's not gonna hold up in
sync
court.
machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation.
God
Tell
damn
me
it,
how it
Dante.
works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background? So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
It's a workbench. There's nothing on it now. The switchboard's installed in the back of the warehouse.
Hey, get out of my house!
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe
Actually,
I'm
that's a
haunting
djinn.
the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
What are you talking about, Iris?
There's a switchboard installed in the back of the warehouse. Forklift. I don't see anything special about it. An ice cutting machine. A forklift. The tires of the forklift and the ground they're on are clearly frozen. I'm glad I'm still struggling to read after all this time. An
Hi,
oil drum.
I'm Jemimon.
You two.
I don't get that joke. Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. Is there anything else in here to look at? There's a cardboard box on the floor.
Caramel over there looks so good.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh man, I love caramel.
But if I tried to eat it in one bite, I'd break my jaw.
What are you talking about, Date? That's a cardboard box.
You started... Never mind.
Never. Even I don't know what the BBB is.
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes
Inside
more
the
sense.
skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
And now we know. You know about nanotechnology? Nanomachines, son.
Nanotech? Yeah. Technology related to really small things. Like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Do you think Elon Musk is like the senator from Metal Gear Rising? If we punch him, will his skin turn
Largely
black? Covered in
Nano
nanomachines?
is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters. The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers, so sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
You know about the Wadget system? That's right.
Not.
No, I know what it is.
Wait, what?
It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right.
You should know that.
What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Here's how sync works.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say go away and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's not.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree. And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system. And that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Shut up, Iris.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Thank you for explaining it.
Why
I don't
did we explain it?
completely
It's like a
understand
state
how sync
secret.
Works, but still,
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
it's okay, I won't.
Yeah,
Date, tell me this.
Hmm?
Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sajima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear. Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah,
And then somehow, I resurrected.
yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too.
Y'all need to get thicker skin.
Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
You gonna go see Mama? Let's do it. I fucking love Mama. They're my favorite character in this game.
Hey, Mama, it's me.
Dante, honey, what's up?
I'm heading over now.
Glad to hear it. Maybe I'll close the place a little early for you.
Sorry, but I'm with someone.
With someone?
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a
What?
virgin?
Are
I'm not
you?
gonna answer that. Anyway, remember what we talked about?
There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. Oh, right.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
How are you talking on your phone without earphones?
Uh-oh. I'll see this to explain it properly. I came up with a lie.
I have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool!
Another call came in.
Date, it's the boss.
Iba, I'm trying to drive.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, Dante, tell me the situation. Did you find number 89?
If I did, I would have told you.
Uh-huh. I see.
What was that about?
That was a cry from deep within my heart, Dante. Do you realize how screwed I am? Go find number 89.
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
Thought I was going to Marble with Iris. But who was expecting to see there?
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
That's not
She's
what we
not
said.
21.
And if she wasn't a minor?
Hmm?
Well, whatever. I'm sure you have a good plan. Find those two and arrest them. Got it?
Got it. Marble.
So this is Golden Yokocho.
First time here?
Yeah.
Marble is right over here.
Date, on your 6. 2 suspicious individuals approaching.
Oh, time to get my gun. Suspicious.
Oh!
Ah! Dante! Dante!
Stay right there.
Okay.
Is this just a common thing in Japan? This is happening a lot to us.
Damn.
Get us out of this, Iba.
Who are they?
We can find out later. We need a way out of this.
Yeah, but
If I grab Iris and try to run, we'll be shot full of holes. The alleys between the buildings are blocked off. Can't go that way. Which means...
shit. We gotta take care of them.
I have reached the same conclusion.
What I've only got a single revolver.
You got this, Iba.
Date, I have a plan. I will give you instructions. Just move as I tell you.
This better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
What's the plan?
You see that hangar over there? Shoot the bottom of the hangar with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask
do
questions,
it.
just do it.
Every time I was like, I have a plan. Dottie's like, okay, what's the plan? She's like, I'm not telling you. Like, you do this. He's like, why?
Look at that. Like a gift from heaven.
I hate it here.
Are they stupid?
Just as I calculated.
What kind of calculations did you do?
Date, focus. Now, the burst shot. Shoot the pornomag vending machine.
The pornomac?
Vending machine?
I said no questions. Hurry! Shoot the vending machine with the burst.
Did we already beat this game? No, we beat the second one. I've never played this game on stream.
This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, they must be stupid.
You are too.
What?
This is the third one? No, this is the first one. We already had this conversation.
Do a thing.
Mama? There's a group of naked buff guys dancing outside your bar.
There's... What?
We played the first one already? No, we
Don't
haven't.
use my voice without permission.
This is an emergency. I will slap you if you don't shut up. Now, we're ready. We just need to use the fire extinguisher.
It's loaded with high-pressure CO2.
Yeah, it's a fire extinguisher.
Now, I will leave your eye and throw the fire extinguisher into the air. Shoot the top of the extinguisher at the perfect time. Now let's go!
Go, Iba. You got a few of the fake endings? Yeah, exactly. We never beat it.
Ready?
You got fake
Here I go.
endings.
Ah!
The fake endings don't give you the entire story. Thanks, Mama.
All according to my calculations.
All according to Kate. Wait, we don't get to go talk to Mama? Wasn't that our whole point of going?
This is...
That's Pop Ryback? Yeah, you gotta dust it off,
The
though.
building's got a security system. We'll be safe here.
So
It worked great
Mizuki's
for
not
friggin'
home?
Mizuki.
Doesn't look like it.
I checked your phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
It's getting late, but Sunfish should be safe. Or the mermaids are taking good care of her. If anything, she'd be more danger with us. I
Iris,
hate that they're called
I need to
mermaids,
talk
and
to
I
you about
understood that
earlier.
fucking pun.
have a seat where
I hate it so much. Maids? No, they're... It's Sunfish Pocket, and they're staffed by mermaids. Mermaid... I fucking hated it. I hated the pun so bad. About the unidentified attackers.
Iris, those guys who tried to kidnap you.
I
Do you
think they
have
tried
any
to
idea who
kill
they
her.
were?
They shot at her, so... After a long silence, Iris spoke.
There's a reason I asked you to go on a date so many times. I wanted you to protect me. I wanted a bodyguard. But I thought that if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't tell you. But now, I'll come clean. My life is being threatened by a secret society. They're called the Nizet Laws. A group under the control of the
Wait,
Wadjet
wasn't
system.
Nyes in
Their
second
ultimate
game?
goal is to complete X00639. I discovered them and what they were up to, and now... Date, please help me! They're going to kill me!
Wait. Slow down.
About Nyes.
It's spelled Naixatloz. Sometimes they just call themselves the Nyes. They're deeply connected to the Wadjet system. Their organization is everywhere. International politics, business leaders, all operating in secret.
What is X00639?
In geosynchronous orbit around the equator, longitude 100 degrees east, there's a satellite. It's about 150 feet long. Quite big for a satellite.
True. Most satellites are between 5 and 10 feet long. The International Space
Listen, here's the
Station is
plot.
roughly 330 feet long, so this satellite she is describing is about half as big.
It's always in the same place, and there's no doubt that it's man-made. But by who? And when it was launched, no one knows.
Also true. The first to discover this satellite was a space advocacy group in Japan. It was on the news for a short while. No one could identify it precisely.
Most people thought it was some secret US military satellite and that was it. But that's not the truth. X00639 is a super-powered radio transmitter.
Radio.
Transmitter.
But it's not complete. It's still being built. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what Wadjet wants them to do.
But the relationship to the Wadjet system.
Well, you know about the Wadjet system, right?
It's the core of artificial intelligence.
Do you know where it came from?
It was developed by the American tech conglomerate Elgorg. But no specifics have been revealed.
Basically, the Wadjet system artificial intelligence is from outer space. It was transmitted to Earth in binary, as radio waves. They were caught by the space dev team at Elgorg, and when they decoded it, they found that it was a truly incredible source code. That's the code they used to create the Wadjet system.
Is this true?
Elgorg.
It is patently ridiculous.
Summarize for me. So, to summarize Iris' story, the Wadjet system AI was built by decoding radio waves sent from outer space. A secret society called Nizelocks, or Nize, knows the secret of Wadjet and obeys its will. Their ultimate goal is to complete the radio transmitter satellite X00639. Why is Wadjet building X00639?
I managed to learn that too. They're building X00639 so they can transmit their own data to a planet far away. If they contact a sentient
Aliens.
species, then the process will repeat itself again. That species will decode the signal, create an AI, then builds a radio transmitter. Because they're an AI, they can create copies of themselves for transmission. Doing this over and over means that Wadjet will eventually spread across the universe.
And after that?
It's kind of a neat
After that-
idea, though.
Yeah. After they're spread all over space, what do they do next?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, why do humans have children? It's the same thing. Wadjet is alive. They want to spread across the universe. That's their destiny.
Why do members of Nize follow Wadjet? Wadjet?
Nize and Wadjet have a mutually beneficial relationship. Wadjet can control stock prices. Nize benefits from that. In return, Nize helps Wadjet's ultimate goal. That's why Nize is in militaries and corporations all over the world, to help build X00639.
Murder the AI alien? Maybe we will. Why does Wadjet want to keep Nize a secret?
Let's say that one day Wadjet shows up on your computer screen. Hi guys, nice to meet you. Want to help us out? Do you really think humans would help?
No.
Most people would probably think their PC has a virus or something. Or they'd panic and try to remove them. I don't know what would happen. I'm sure Wadjet made their
Remember
own
that hitchhiking
predictions.
robot that
And
tried to
they
hitchhike
thought it
across
was
the
best
United
to control
States?
certain parts of
And it
humanity
made it like
from behind
one
the
state
scenes.
before being murdered?
But they needed some kind of direct influence. They can't build a satellite by themselves, right? That's why they created Nizet laws.
Summarize for me.
Alright, I get it.
You do?
Not really, but she doesn't need to know that. But listening to your explanation, Nize doesn't sound like a bad organization.
No, that's not true. Think of how much money and resources are going to Nize. Think of how many people are suffering in poverty. And all the wars happening across the planet. And human trafficking and slavery. Nize has the power and resources to put an end to all of that. But they don't. They only care about themselves.
So,
And they'll do anything
most
to protect
companies
their own
then.
interests.
Well, like
They'll
every
kill
company
if they
then.
have to. Which is why I'm being targeted. Because I found out their secret.
How? How and when did you learn all this?
Well, I can't say yet. But it's true, believe me. Nize is dangerous. You have to understand, Date. You saw my dead body.
Do you think that you were killed by Nize in the parallel world?
Enjoy the brain softener. Have a good sleep,
I
friend.
think so.
Thanks for hanging out today.
You're the only person I can trust. Please, don't leave me. You have to protect me.
You know what? I know a guy that works great for protecting people. Let me give him a call. Iris' story is, well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't believe a word of it. It's true that she was almost kidnapped by some mysterious group. What? Momo would take good care of her. And it's true that I saw her dead body in the cold storage warehouse. If that happened in a parallel world.
Date, you can't tell me that you actually believe this.
Iba, you use the Wadjet system too, right?
So what if I do?
Remove Iba. She's
Do
a
you
dangerous.
suspect me, Date?
Yep.
Do you think I'm an agent of Nyes?
Get out of my eye, Iba.
Fine. This can be solved easily. Why not look into her mind? Then you will
Empty.
discover if her story is
It's just
true
a
or not.
fucking empty void.
A sink. Of course.
Because boss is totally going to let us do this when we're supposed to be looking for 86, 89. I know we're looking for that serial killer assassin, but I'm going to go look inside Iris's head because I think she's fucking stupid. With Iris in the passenger seat, I headed to Abyss. But really, didn't want to take her there. Because boss would be waiting.
The men who attacked us at Golden Yokocho were waiting for us. That means they knew we were coming. Why would that be?
Someone tipped them off.
Who could have?
Someone who knew we were going to Marble.
That's right.
No, it couldn't be.
Boss.
Impossible.
Iba, can you contact Pewter? I want to ask him something.
Understood.
Oh, Date. Do you need something?
Do we? Oh. Does a sync machine exist outside of Abyss?
Pewter, I need to know something. Does a sync machine exist outside of Abyss?
It does. I won't have to go back to Abyss. I can just go there and sync with Iris. Thought Peter might know, but
There's only one sync machine in the entire world, and it's with us at Abyss. For now, anyway.
For now.
The Chiba Police Department was working on a prototype, but it was stolen 6 years ago.
Stolen?
Yes, it was being transported when
A
it was
hind
attacked
D.
and then stolen by an armed group of men. The culprit is still on the loose.
you're
The
that ninja.
device was never recovered either.
Iba, were you aware of this?
No, this is new information. I was not even aware there was a prototype.
About boss.
Pewter, where's Boss right now?
Not sure. I don't think she's at Abyss anymore. Maybe she went home?
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm out drinking in Shinjuku. I was actually thinking of heading over to Golden Yokocho, but I heard something about a shootout. So the cops have it sealed off. Maybe a shootout between gangs or something?
No, that was me.
The world has become a dangerous place.
So, neither you or Boss are at Abyss right now?
No.
Good. I can take Iris there without a problem.
Thanks, Pewter. See you later.
Sure thing.
Date, where are we going?
Inside your dreams.
What?
I'm gonna sync with you to determine if what you were telling me is true. And if it is true, I'll fulfill your wish.
My wish?
You don't remember? To become your bodyguard. Is that all right?
Yes, of course!
Meow. Just like Peter said, boss wasn't there. Abba knew exactly how to use the device. Followed her directions at the control console and prepared the machine quickly. Ugh.
Date, this time, I will be remotely operating the sync.
Roger that.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You say 6 minutes, I swear to
The
God.
time limit is 6 minutes, as always.
I know.
I hate this fucking
Alright.
game.
Let us begin.
is this place?
It is difficult to move like this.
Why do you look like that?
Cute.
I went with a simpler look today. I figured this world couldn't handle my full resolution.
Guess that's fine then. You can quit if you want, you know.
Never! I will never give up!
You don't have to take it that far.
In any case, it seems that we've finally arrived.
Is this world made of jelly cubes?
This is Shovel Forge.
Shovel forge? I don't see any shovels or forges.
Iris said
I don't
that
see
she
any
was
mines
focused
or
on streaming this
crafts.
game lately.
What's that got to do with forges?
Forget about the forges and listen. This Somnium is the world of Shovel Forge, a sandbox game in which you make and move cubes to create structures on a map.
I'm not playing this game.
On the contrary, you already are.
Oh, come on, I don't want to play.
Accept the reality, Date. You have no choice.
Everyone plays Minecraft.
Good evening, good morning, and hello! It's Tessa, also known as Aset, you bet! I'm gonna be playing Shovel Forge today. Let's dive right in!
Iris
Shit, she's a better streamer than I am.
Help me, Date! You have to help me! It's nice, they're coming! Find me, Date!
Oh, a pickaxe! Lucky!
What was that all about?
It appears that this Somnium will not be easy like the other ones.
I didn't think the other ones were all that easy.
Are you ready? Let us begin.
Let's jump right in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell
Somnium
icon.
scan. Activate!
Release Iris. Iris has been captured. Free and support her.
This doesn't look like a pickaxe, but that's what Iris identified it as.
Pick up.
This is a pretty avant-garde pickaxe.
Perhaps designed with glow sticks in mind.
A silver gate! Let's dig it up!
Like this? This is actually kind of fun!
Easy there. We've still got a job to do.
That pickaxe was dropped by someone being attacked by Nice. Be careful, Date. Nice might be after you too.
Did you get that?
Minecraft's looking a bit different.
I'll be
What?
the
No,
one
this is
being
what?
attacked.
No.
Either way.
How
all
did
we have to do is listen to Iris and do what she
Deceive
says.
go?
But which Iris? There appears to be two.
I guess both for now.
I was lurking at Kane's stream for a
Maybe
little
we'll
bit.
find something if we dig there. Let's check it out!
It is a door, or perhaps a gate.
Everything looks like a block of tofu to me.
This must be where we use the pickaxe.
Alright, just don't be too hasty.
That's how I figured you'd be in those kind of games.
A door or gate. It is closed.
Dig. What, in a game where you couldn't trust anyone and yet a gun?
Just
Of
like
course
I
Ray's
always
gonna be
said,
shooting everybody.
Let's hit it!
Go, Iba!
Alright, here I go.
I got a rare material! Ooh, I knew today would be special!
Got ourselves a
This
gold
is
bar.
kind of fun, isn't it, Iba?
Are we meant to do this the whole time? This is tiring.
The gate's open. Let's go.
Minecraft is fun. Minecraft is
Roger.
fun. It's just not something I'm willing to stream.
This is a new area.
It is.
And we cannot return to the previous
Really?
one.
Yeah, I don't like streaming Minecraft.
Where else can I dig?
We gotta find something to dig up.
Am
Something
I
happened?
meant
Nope,
to
I just-
dig everywhere?
It's a game where I just like chill and dig tunnels. And it's just not entertaining when I'm just sitting there smashing tunnels the entire fucking time. You dug. I dug. Crafting table A. Let's go check it out, I guess.
A crafting table. You can
Not
create
just spooky
items.
stuff. Yeah, I could do it that way. We can't create anything yet, so.
That's a big stick of imitation crab.
It must be a vending machine.
Dig?
Happy digging.
Roger.
I got a lot of materials that time. Good haul today.
Don't forget to like
Be
and
sure to
subscribe.
like and subscribe, and to retweet everyone.
Hey, Iba,
Follow my Twitter.
Yes?
is this golden yokocho?
Indeed. It appears to be modified, but it
Oh, we started
probably
Alien
is based on
Isolation.
Golden Yokocho.
This is where we were attacked.
I like it. It's fun.
Look,
It's
Dante!
gonna be long though. I'm looking. It's a Metroid?
What is that?
Uh-oh, an elite is coming. But it's okay. I've got the feeling we can do it.
I could never stream like that.
Project Bluebeam! Nice is trying to kill me. You have to stop Nice.
But what are we supposed to do?
Dance.
Dance?
Use the most beautiful art form humanity has ever created. The power of dance. They may have money and power, but they'll never take our beating hearts. Dance is the only way to fight the Wadjet system in Nice.
They have guns,
Using
but I
this
have
material, we can make a
dance.
disco ball. Let's build the disco ball, and then it's dancing time.
What do you think, Iba?
Shovel Forge is not a dancing game, but
That's not what I'm talking about.
Nice does not exist.
But I don't think Iris is trying to mislead me.
What you think does not change the facts. Now, we have to decide our next move.
For now, we need to find somewhere to craft the disco ball.
maybe the crafting table.
I found a crafting table.
Hmm.
Something the matter?
It seems you can create items other than disco balls.
But we need to make the disco ball now. That's what the viewers are expecting.
Hmm. Was there a split in the Somnium? Let's follow the Somnium along for now.
Understood. Done.
That was anticlimactic.
Okay, we gotta dance for real now. Give it your best.
I want to see if the
dance
Somnium
moves, everybody.
splits.
What should I do?
Dance, Date. Fight against Nice with the power of dance.
Iba, dance. You have to dance.
Okay, if I must.
You got this, Iba.
Teacups that are flying on maps, Mr.
I hate it here.
Flying. You'll think
Can I fast
that I'm
forward?
lying. This'll tell them
I can.
mine. A journey through time. A permanent fire. We come from a fire. It's never expired.
We did it. I hate it here, but we did it.
Yay! We foiled Project Bluebeam! Amazing, Date! We can fight Nice for sure! I'm not afraid of them as long as you're here.
Yeah, good.
Date?
Huh? Well, I don't know how, but we defeated that big guy! Oh, a rare drop! Awesome! Let's see how far we can get today. Let's go, everyone! Onward! Please defeat Nice. I I know you can do it, Date.
Is she like
All right, let's go.
manipulating us?
A hot head is not what we need in this situation.
No, there's no split. There is at the end. Okay.
This appears to be another gate, but something is blocking it.
That game freeze? Okay. I mean, it takes no time to fast forward through everything, but I'd really rather not. Especially since we haven't saved in a while. Son of a bitch. Come on, game, you can do it. I wonder how far back that's gonna put me. I don't think this game autosaves. Fine. Yeah, nope. Be gone with you then. Hey. Launch. Son of a bitch. That doesn't post too far back. Autosaves, autosaves, autosaves are my best friend. 215. Ooh. I think it's like right at the start of the Somnium. We lost like 15 minutes. Well, now I want to build the other thing to see what happens. If it doesn't change anything.
This doesn't.
It's a nice recap, kind of. But I already know what's going on. I'm smart. I remembered. I got a big fox brain. Big. Oh, it's X. Metal circle.
I got a rare material! Ooh, I knew today would be special.
This is kind of fun, isn't it, Iba?
I'm gonna try making something else this time. Just see what happens.
That's a bit.
It must.
I got a lot of materials that time. Good haul today. Be sure to like it.
You can skip through Somniums? Yeah, because a lot of them have branchings. Or go on two separate paths. So rather than sitting through the entire thing, you can just skip all of it. Make something else. See what happens.
One done.
Switch.
Does this crafting table even do anything, really?
The switch is done.
What switch?
Just watch.
What are you doing, Date? Fight nice with the power of dance!
Date, don't listen to her. So, this is what nice looks like. This is what's behind all this.
Is Iris lying to me?
She is playing
I'm
us?
not lying! Project Bluebeam is using holograms to trick you! You can't let it fool you! You have to use the power of dance! Huh? Oh, look at that! The enemies disappeared. What? glitch? I'm not lying! Please believe me, Date!
I don't know if I do. Like, the last path we took, it sounded like she was playing us.
This appears to...
Big.
Do it.
Leave it to...
Oh, we didn't crash this time, at least.
I dug it up!
Got the material!
Let's move on. This is a spacious area.
Is that marble?
Those flowers are winter irises.
They're wilted.
Whoa, this place is huge! How are we gonna check everything? Maybe I can make something with the materials I have. Okay? Okay!
Okay.
Another crafting table.
At least you don't have to do any more digging.
Date, do you see that shrine?
Shrine.
I'm not gonna listen to
That's
Iris.
humanity's last hope against Nice. Save us from the oppression of technology. Return the stone monument to the pedestal of the shrine. We should have all the materials we need to craft the stone monument. Please, Date, you're the only one who can save me. You're the only one who can save this world.
Only me?
Date.
I'm the only one who can save her.
Hey, Date.
What?
I knew it. It's dangerous to do what Iris tells us.
I get what you're saying, but is it really dangerous?
Date, think rationally.
Okay, let's not do what Iris tells us then.
There's a crafting table here as well.
That's expensive. Wait, we seen Golden Yokocho somewhere. Or not. We seen Marble somewhere, didn't we?
Iris's live stream is showing on the monitor. Someone's there?
That's still kind of expensive.
Who is this?
Futoshi?
That is not Mama.
Futoshi.
Can I talk to him?
Definitely Futoshi.
I heard that Futoshi left on a journey to Sri Lanka to cultivate tea leaves.
What? Really, Futoshi? You're just gonna leave Ikuno behind?
Okay.
Someone's... Excuse me, who are you? What the? Ah! That scared me. Why is there a monster in marble?
Hey, don't say that about Mama.
Wow.
Oh, please. Is that... this man?
What? You know him?
Not exactly. He is a familiar face that has appeared in many unrelated people's dreams. He is an urban legend of sorts. If you are interested, I can tell you more later.
No, that's okay.
You're a material?
Alcohol. So we can craft something out of that, can we?
A crafting table.
Craft an A?
What is NA?
I see. You can take advantage of this glitch, Date.
But I don't know anything about guitars.
I said glitch, not Gretch.
I could do that?
This game is filled with bugs and programming errors. We can take advantage of that to reveal things not supposed to be seen.
I see. Let's try it.
Understood. What? It spent the this man material. We can use you?
Is it a glitched skill?
Oh, I see.
How about that? Anything change?
The numbers have changed.
What, is it August 32nd?
No! The pickaxe is level 255.
That's pretty extreme.
But with this glitched item, we may be able to destroy something we were not supposed to be able to. Something in the game world. Or rather, something Iris doesn't want us to destroy.
Pedestal? Shrine wall?
This is a stream. I see. I just need to use the pickaxe.
You're right. Do it.
Leave it to me.
Holy.
The wall disappeared.
The iris has bloomed?
No, this is no miracle. Merely the result of the game's programming changing the iris from wilted to bloom.
That can't be.
Dante, what are you doing? What about the monument? What about fighting knives?
Tell her that we have the strongest pickaxe. We don't need that. Let's continue.
Wait! Dante! No! Don't abandon me! What's with this screen? Is it loading? Well, if you need to use the bathroom, now's the time.
Now's the time, chat. OP. OP, chat. I'll wait at the door to let you in.
This is...
Golden Yokocho. Not the world of Shovelforge.
This might be Iris's real Somnium.
There's nothing here. We have no choice but to move forward.
I like the noise Iva makes when she walks.
Is this the exit? Let's go in.
We're back.
Hey, look!
What? A pyramid?
Not creepy.
Nice is close. Dante, help me! Please!
Iris!
Let's help Iris. Let's help her by freeing her from her world of delusion. Reveal the truth hiding inside her imagination, Date.
And we do that by...
It's a pyramid.
Climb, dig, investigate. Dig?
Got it. It didn't work.
So it's not invincible.
It was taxed to its limit. A mirror door. But I'm not reflected in it.
Oh, thank you.
Well said, Date.
No, you can't! That mirror amplifies the power of dance!
Then I will do it.
Stop, please! Please!
Ah!
And then...
Is this Iris when she was a child?
Iris, this is all in your head. You're imagining it. It's not real.
No, you're wrong, Dante!
Iba,
What?
let's end this.
Yeah.
Hmm. What's the other ending? What's the other ending?
It's blocked, but it must be the outermost gate.
Whatever. Let's just do it.
Iba, that thing there. Destroy it.
No, stop! Understood. Please, stop!
No more dancing for you, dancing lady.
Stop!
You didn't believe in Iris. She's a fucking crazy lady, dude. You're a fucking crazy lady, dude. Plus, it's not like she'll remember anyway.
Okay, I think I got it. So it's like this. Date and Tessa were attacked at Golden Yokocho by a group of unknown gunmen?
No, not unknown. They were hired by Nyes Laws, also known as Nyes. I found out Nyes' secret, and now they want me dead.
Date, is this for real?
It's true that we were shot at by armed gunmen. But the nice part...
The sync earlier didn't prove Iris' story. It only made me more skeptical. Iris is lying, maybe even unknowingly. She believes that she's being targeted by Nyes. She sincerely does, but...
Date, you don't believe me?
Thought about it carefully before answering.
Iris, let me be honest. I think you're letting your imagination get the better of you.
It's not my imagination. Why don't you believe me? Date, you're just being stubborn. You're just a cynical old man who doesn't believe in anything.
Yeah, pretty much, that's
Then
me.
you have to give me proof. If you can't show me proof, I can't believe you. Iris, seriously, you're imagining things.
Fine then. I'm stupid to think I could trust you, Date. Goodbye.
Peace. Iris stood up and walked away. I have to go too, because I don't want to talk to you. Do you believe any of this?
Date, you don't believe Tessa, right?
Of course you would.
Right.
You're freaking simping
You don't
super
believe
hard.
Nyes Laws exists?
No, I don't.
Then why was she almost kidnapped?
I don't know. But it might have something to do with Renju.
He was looking for Iris.
In any case, we don't know who's behind it. But we know she's in danger. Which is why I came here. I need you to hide Iris.
What?
I need to go somewhere.
To Hitomi's residence.
Yeah, I need to talk to her immediately.
Oh, she's gonna be dead. Where is Iris? What?
There's a room back there she kinda made her own. She's probably there.
Okay, she
She
stayed.
certainly made herself at home. Has Iris been back there before?
Yeah, Tessa's been here a few times.
Is there a problem?
Well, yeah. If you make her mad, you make me mad.
Oh my god.
Well,
Think for
I guess
yourself,
you'll have
kid.
to be mad then. She had to hear the truth. The cold, hard truth.
Even if that's true, you could have worded it nicer. You could have handled this better, Date.
I think so as well.
What?
You are as clumsy as ever.
Summarize for me.
Hide Iris?
Idris.
I mean, I don't mind, but... Why here?
The organization that I'm in may have a traitor, so I can't take her to HQ. That, of course, means that I can't take her to my house either. So I thought this diner would be a good place. Her enemies wouldn't look for her here. If she's here with
It's
you guys,
literally the second place they'll
I know
look.
she's safe.
Wait, you guys?
Yeah, I'm expecting one more. Any minute now.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Mizuki?
Don't worry, I understand everything. I'll protect Iris.
You got this, Mizuki. I actually believe in you.
Anyway, if they do manage to find her here, having Mizuki around should help, right?
Yeah, she can murder people.
Right. I know how strong she is.
Good luck, you two.
Thanks, Date.
Fucking love Mizuki. And her mother's dead. Oh shit.
Date.
I'm sorry for coming so late. I need to talk to you about Iris.
What is it?
I steeled myself and continued.
Iris said something to me that was very concerning. She said she's being targeted by an organization called Nizatlas, and that she needs help. Does any of this sound familiar?
I decided not to tell her about the shooting at Golden Yokocho. Didn't want her to worry. After a while, Hitomi spoke.
I didn't intend to hide it from you. I just never found the right time.
Huh?
She's sick. Iris has a malignant brain tumor.
A brain tumor?
It makes her say strange things sometimes.
I see. Her delirium could be a result of a brain tumor. It can also cause hallucinations and violent thoughts. It makes sense. Everything Iris said was likely a result of her condition.
I was summarized it so bluntly, so calmly. I couldn't just stay calm. The words malignant brain tumor circled my mind. How long has she been sick for?
We found out in January. She suddenly collapsed at school. She went to the hospital and they examined her. They found a tumor. According to the doctor, surgery wouldn't help.
You mean?
Grade 4. Terminal. She has a year to live. At most. That's what the doctor told me. And if they were right, then she only has a few months left.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
About her disease.
It's a brain tumor. It can cause a number of side effects. Nausea and dizziness. Sometimes her hands and legs go numb.
We remember it just happened.
Sometimes she can't control her body temperature.
No, but I am kind of warm.
What? That was all caused by her brain tumor?
Has Iris contacted you?
Yes. She said she was staying with a friend. She's with Mizuki, but it still bothers me. I'm so worried that I couldn't sleep.
Does Iris know?
I didn't tell her the specifics, but I'm sure she knows.
Is there any way to save her life?
Ordinary treatments won't work, but there is one way to save her life.
Which is?
Remove the brain.
Date, it's from Mizuki.
That's not good.
Why now? Sorry, could you excuse me?
I stood and went to the corner of the room to answer Mizuki's call.
Date, I'm sorry.
You had one job, Mizuki.
What? What happened?
Iris, she's gone. She disappeared. I only took my eyes off her for a second.
You had one
What?
job.
Where did she go?
I don't know. That's why I'm calling. She left a note on the table. Oh, just sent you a picture. Did you get it?
I have it now. Opening.
I'm going to the person I trust most. Please don't worry about me, Iris.
Iris.
I have tried calling Iris with a different line. I cannot connect. It is probable that she turned her phone off.
Damn. Mizuki, let's split up and find her. Let Ota know too.
Got it.
Did something happen?
She was eavesdropping. No point hiding it. I told her that Iris was missing.
What?
Tommy went quiet. She didn't ask why she disappeared, or she thinks it's the tumor. She thinks that Iris's illness is making her go insane.
Iris said that she was going with somebody. With the person she trusts most. Any idea who that might be?
No.
Okay,
You know, Hitomi.
I'm gonna go look for her.
You know, because I know.
I'll go too.
No, please, stay here. She might come home.
But
It's all right. I'll find her. Trust me.
okay.
Date, the person in Iris's letter. The one she trusts most. Who do you think that is? I see. The man Hitomi was dating 6 years ago.
He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father.
But Iris said that she was looking for him. What are the odds she found him just now?
Pretty good.
I don't think that's possible. I think so too. Remember what Iris said?
I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
The Renju's dead.
According to the mermaid at Sunfish Pocket,
He was looking for Iris.
I think Renju called Iris.
And Iris went looking for him.
Exactly.
Then what can I do? We've been looking for Renju. Everyone at HQ is
Look
looking
harder.
for him too.
Forehead.
Not to mention he's on the run with number 89. And even with all of that, we haven't found him. We don't even have any leads.
If we only had some clues to work with.
Then we wouldn't be in this mess.
Are you giving up? Iris might be with number 89 at this very moment. We need to find her immediately. Now think, Date. Where would Renju go? Ota already searched Sunfish Pub. It's open for business. However, Iris was not there. I didn't ask about Renju, but I am sure that he would have told us.
Oh. I'm just kidding.
I got a call from Mizuki. She went to Lemnis Gate, but no one was there. It's true that they've known each other for some time. But when we went to the house, he was not there. Renju's house is currently occupied by officers from HQ. If he went back there, we would have been contacted.
Cold storage warehouse. Maybe he's there.
Oh, rip Iris. Again. Jesus, Date. Rip Iris? No.
There is no one here.
Damn. He's not here? Let's go, Iba.
Wait.
What's wrong? Is there someone here?
No living organisms detected.
Then...
No living organisms detected.
Is it Renju or Iris?
You mean...
Let's search the area. We might be able to find something.
Oh, it moved from last time, didn't it?
Date, the forklift. Doesn't it seem off somehow?
How so?
It hasn't been in use for some time, but something is peculiar about it.
Oh, rip Iris. Again.
No. This can't be. Iris. Iris.
F. F. Yes, please. Okay. So now we go the other way from the Shovel Forge one? Let's do it. I just don't know how else to end this one. So we gotta listen to Iris this time.
special.
This is kind of fun, isn't it, Iba?
Are we meant to do this the whole time? This is tiring.
The gate's open. Let's go.
Roger.
This is That's a
Dig.
I got a lot of materials.
That's this way.
This
Dig.
do it.
leap. I dug it up.
Got the material.
Let's move on.
Can I make the thing
There's
yet
a
or
crack.
no? Craft monument. What does this give me?
A crafting.
Third. Take it. I will take that.
Iris said that all the materials should be here, but
What's that on the floor next to the table?
this is the egg that came out of the vending machine earlier.
An egg. We can use this.
Okay, build the monument with that.
There you have it, Iba.
Understood. Done.
You could have given it a little more oomph.
Specifications for oomph, not
Hey,
pound.
where are you, friend?
Please take the monument to the shrine. You can make miracles, Dante.
Got it. Leave it to me, Iris.
Are you going to continue doing whatever Iris
I can
tells
stop
you?
looking? Yes. I was
Iba,
totally
I
looking.
get where you're coming from, but I want to believe her.
I see. If that is what you believe, then I exist to support you. Let's bring this.
Yeah, let's...
I'm doing alright.
This appears to be
Base monument.
understood. It will be done.
The wilted irises blossom.
What?
There were dead flowers outside. What happened to them?
Now they're not dead.
Oh, wow.
This is.
Miracle.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. The fact that you believed in me is good news. And Date, you are my hope.
I'm your hope?
You might be able to use it now, Date.
Use what?
There's something around the flowers. Another rare drop?
Time to dig.
I suppose we dig here.
Right.
Let's do it, Iba.
The color of this floor.
Dig.
All right, try digging.
Understood.
What is this? I've never seen anything like this before. Is it on the wiki? I'm gonna go check. Give me a second.
What is this?
Oh, I get it.
Wiki.
It's a love bomb.
Hmm? An item of that description is not in the game.
Let's fight for the future with the power of love.
That's not. I liked it more when you were dead.
If you use this, you might be able to find me.
Use it? How?
You need to dance, Date.
Oh, that's right.
Again? Haven't I danced enough already?
This is to save Iris. Please, just bear with it for now.
All right. I'll just use this bomb somewhere over there, I suppose.
I guess.
Yeah, try it.
Yeet.
We cannot move forward with the debris in the way.
Just jump over it. Use love. Actually, let's investigate so we can get a timey.
We cannot move. Around here?
Yeah,
Dance, baby, dance!
Do you want me to dance?
please.
And skip.
Where is this place?
Okay, let's regroup and keep going.
As a video game character, experiencing death again and again is wearing me down.
Iris is further away from us now.
So when will you stop believing her?
Date, can you see that shrine?
Iris, I'm sorry. Did we make a mistake?
No, you haven't.
What's going on?
I don't like those.
Are we supposed to go that direction?
Oh, we're done. Oh, we're not done.
Iris, are you there?
Something big is coming. Okay, this guy's gonna be the final boss for today. No, stop! Stay away!
Iris!
Rise is coming! Dante, help me! Huh? Sorry, everyone. My PC is acting weird.
Iris is in trouble. Is there any way to save her?
Quick mirror.
Date, this is Somnium. It cannot affect the real world.
That's not true. I saved Iris in Somnium once. If I don't save Iris here, Iris in the real world is in danger.
Either way, we do not have the power to fight against the UFO. If you want to help Iris, we need to find a way.
What can we do? Where do we go?
It's a
Climb?
Can we be rational and look at my feet?
Your feet look like a sad, sliced open hairtail.
Do you think I can climb it?
I believe in you, Iva.
Then I will try. You see?
You look pretty. Like a goldfish. Sorry, I'll get serious.
Please do.
So the mirror got rid of it last time. I'm assuming the mirror gets rid of it again.
A mirror door. What?
The power of dance. The most beautiful thing humanity has ever created. Dance is the only way to beat Nyes in the Wadjet system. The reason why your reflection isn't shown in the mirror is because of Nyes. You're a threat to their existence. They're trying to erase you and...
Date?
Please, do it!
Understood. I'll do it.
And skip. What, dude?
It's... Thank you for finding me, Date.
Iris! Is it really you, Iris?
So it shows a split here, but you're kind of locked into what you decide to do. Okay. I'm assuming it's not gonna let me break the core this time.
Believe me!
Yeah. Okay, do it.
Please. Please trust me.
Iba, touch the core.
Date.
Bonk. So that should unmurder Iris? Thinking earlier touched my heart in a way that will always linger. All doubt was removed from my mind. I was determined.
Iris, I'm sorry that I doubted you.
Hmm?
I believe you. Wadjet, Nyes, X00639.
Are you serious?
And like I said, I'll fulfill your wish. From this moment on, you're under my protection.
Then...
Yeah, I'm your bodyguard.
JK, Momo can
I'll
do it.
protect you with my life, Iris.
Date! Thank you! Thank you so much!
Date, are you delusional?
You're going to help too, right, Iva?
My mission is to support you.
Good. And thank you.
Yep. I kind of figured we'd dump her on Momo.
What? You stayed at a hotel with Tessa?
It was a business hotel.
It was a 2-bedroom.
Don't say misleading things. We got 2 rooms, each with 2 beds.
We did bathe together, though.
No, we didn't.
What?
Isn't your gang supposed to be clean?
Why are you here anyway?
Ow, my elbow. I told Momo about the attack by Knights.
I see. I heard about the shooting in Golden Yokocho last night, but I never thought it'd be you.
About Renju.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything new for you. But, I did find out a little nugget of info you might want to hear.
Oh.
What is it?
I'll tell you, but, Date, come over here.
Again with this?
With his arm over my shoulder, Momo led me to the corner of the room.
I'll tell you, Date, but you gotta do something for me.
You want to shake her hand again?
No. I did that already. I want to see her panties.
Whoa, Momo.
I'm sorry.
I need to know. Hold on. Wait. I need to know. I'm like moderately sure that Iris is underage. 18. Never mind.
I want to see Tessa's panties. I really want to see. You gotta let me get a peek.
She's not gonna let you.
Can you at least ask?
No.
Unbelievable.
Momo and I went back to where we were.
Iris, could you do me a favor?
Hmm?
This guy wants to see your panties.
She hit me hard.
That's messed up, Date. I know Momo would never say that. Right, Momo?
Right, Momo?
Yeah, of course. Date, you evil pervert.
Seriously?
You just want a handshake, right?
Yeah, exactly. I tried to tell him.
Iris took Momo's hand and shook it.
Date, this is the happiest day of my life.
I thought that was yesterday.
About Renju.
Anyway, what's this intel you got?
Check it out. Friday night near Bloom Park, someone saw Renju.
Friday night?
That's when Shoko was killed.
Obviously, that's not enough to pin the crime on him. But it does prove he was there.
I guess we should check the merry-go-round again.
The police have already thoroughly searched it. And we've been there more than once before on our investigation.
But we might have missed something, right?
About knives.
Sorry, never heard of them. Are they even real?
Yes!
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course. I've always known, deep down, there must be some kind of secret organization. Always known it.
About knives.
Anyway, I got some info about the shootout. Those guys aren't affiliated with any criminal organization we're aware of. They're not mafia or yakuza or anything. They must have been hired guns. By Niza Mattis.
It's Nice Laws!
You want to call your mom?
Well, that's random.
I just thought she might be worrying.
It's fine, she knows already. I told her I'm with you. I'm sure she's not worried.
I only took you to a shootout. And a Yakuza den. But Renju.
Maybe Mr. Okiura was a part of Nice.
What?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking out loud.
What makes you think that?
When we were at Sunfish Pocket, my friend said... he was looking for Iris.
Hearsay, Your Honor?
And then later, I almost got kidnapped by Nice. Was that just a coincidence? And not just that. When you found my corpse in the parallel world, you found it in an Okiura warehouse. Whoever killed me in that world was probably affiliated with Nice. That makes me think the Okiuras and Nice are connected.
But Renju.
Maybe Nice ordered Mr. Okiura to help Number 89 escape. And Number 89 is an assassin. If he wanted to get rid of me, Mr. Okiura must have...
If that's true, it could be related to Shoko's murder. Shoko must have found out about the organization. He killed her for getting too close, then displayed the body as a warning.
It all comes back to knives. Once we solve the mystery of knives, everything else will fall into place. Or so I thought.
If you want to know more about knives, why not ask Ota? Remember what he said yesterday?
They also have a headquarters right here in Japan. Let's go there.
I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating.
Good point. You might have more information for us.
I guess I can do that for you, Pala. I suppose. Summarize for me. There are 3 places we can go. First, Bloom Park. I'm curious about Renju being seen there Friday. Second is Matsushita Diner. I want to ask Oda more about knives. Third, it's Tajima Estate. Why? Tajima was probably the one responsible for Iris' murder in the parallel world. In which case, he might be part of Knives. I need to confront him.
Let's go, Iris.
Oh, yeah!
You're taking Tessa with you? She'll be safer here.
Can't do that. I made her a promise. I will be Iris's garter belt.
Or what?
Sorry. I meant bodyguard.
A Freudian slip, no doubt.
Well, whatever. But if you're gonna leave, you should take this with you.
Momo opened his desk and took out a small object.
What's this?
A GPS transmitter.
Moma, Iris's phone already has GPS.
I know. But in case she gets caught and they throw away her phone or something, It's just an extra precaution. Put it somewhere they won't find it.
Thank you.
Iris took the GPS transmitter, hid it in her clothes.
I hope it'll be useful. Date, if anything happens to her, I'll make sure you regret it for the rest of your life.
It'll be fine, relax.
Ding, 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 ding. Let's go. Start in Bloom Park. Where it never gets mentioned again? Maybe. We know Iris gets abducted soon, so... I took Iris to Bloom Park. Took my time checking every inch of the merry-go-round.
There's nothing here.
Guess not.
Why did Renju come here Friday night? Was it to place Shoko's body here? Did he have another reason? Renju's my friend. I want to believe him, but I don't know how long I keep defending him. Where is he? What is he doing? Thought it over 1,000 times. My head's heavy with it. Iris suddenly snapped me out of it.
Want a race, Date?
Race?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. You want to challenge me?
Well, sure.
Yeah, let's do it! We'll start here and end here.
So, we race around the merry-go-round?
Right! Line up next to me!
Before I even had a chance to reply, Iris got set. Guess I have no choice. I lined up next to Iris.
Okay, here we go. Ready, set, go!
Couldn't believe my eyes. Thought I must be dreaming. Second after the race had started, I was already 2 paces behind her. I couldn't close the gap. Watch her back, it's smaller and smaller.
See? Told you. Iris is the messenger of the gods.
You've earned your namesake. Do you know a lot about mythology?
Huh?
You said that Iris is a goddess in Greek mythology. And 3 days ago you were talking about Egyptian mythology.
Horus is the Egyptian god of the sky and sun. The right eye is the eye of Ra, and that's the sun.
With the power of
The
Ra!
left eye is the eye of Wajet, and that one is the moon.
That's what Iris told me 3 days ago. Horus's left eye is the eye of Wajet. Is that any relation to the Wajet system?
Oh, mythology? I actually don't know that much. Uncle taught me everything. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone all the time. I used to call him Uncle.
Oh yeah, didn't he come up with Aset too?
Yeah, that's right. That name is rooted in Egyptian mythology too.
Wait, really? It's about Aset.
Horus's mom is named Isis, but in ancient Egyptian, it's pronounced closer to Ise or Aset. How do I explain this? Horus's father's name is Osiris, and his mom's name is Isis. So Osiris is Isis's husband.
Sense?
Osiris was assassinated by his brother Set. After Set killed Osiris, he tore his body to pieces and threw it into the river. Isis was devastated. I can't believe I'm a widow at my age. But she didn't let it break her, because she had the power of life and death. All right, fine. If that's how it's gonna be, I'll just revive my husband. With a group of her friends, she gathered up Osiris's body and started the resurrection ritual.
So they played Castlevania too?
Shkrr. And so, Osiris was revived! Well, technically he wasn't all there, so he wasn't in one piece. But anyway, Isis was the goddess of life, death, and fertility. She was worshipped by all the land.
I think I get the picture. But what does that have to do with your own name?
There's a theory that the Greek goddess Iris is really based on the Egyptian goddess Isis.
So Isis and Iris are connected.
Yeah,
And Isis sounded like Aset in ancient Egyptian, which is where your stage name comes from.
that's right. But remember, I didn't come up with the name.
Her uncle.
About the Eye of Wadjet.
Horus's arch-enemy was Set, his uncle.
His uncle.
I told you earlier. Horus's father was Osiris, who was assassinated by his younger brother Set.
Right, I see.
Not only was he killed, he was shredded to pieces. So obviously Horus was pissed. Drat! I'll never forgive you, Uncle Set. On the other hand, Set didn't like having Horus around. Ugh, he's so annoying. Osiris said that I was supposed to be king. But now
Isn't
everyone's
the story
like,
of Lion King?
oh, Horus should be king. Are these idiots serious? Horus would be an awful king. Time to go to war. And
Except for
so
the-
a
no, even the war
bloody
part,
war
never mind.
broke out, just like that. And the winner was decided by a deadly game.
What kind of game?
They would disguise themselves as hippos, ford the river, and whoever gets to the other side first would win. That's what they decided.
What?
How oddly specific.
So, for 80 years they fought. It was bloody and horrible. In the end, Horus won. Horus used a spear to cut off Set's foot and wee-wee.
Wee wee?
I believe she is referring to a male. Wait, why are you asking me?
But Horus didn't come out of this unscathed. During the battle, Horus lost his left eyeball to Set. It's said that the left eye survived and traveled all over Egypt, gaining wisdom and experience. Horus had no idea that his left eye was wandering around on its own. What? Where did my eye go? Horus was totally bummed out. He went to see the god of wisdom, the moon, and time, Thoth. Damn, Set did that? That's brutal, dude.
Damn, dude.
All right, I'll use my moon power to heal you up. Yay, thank you, Mr. Thoth. Okay, here it goes. Moon healing power! Ring, ring, ring! Thoth cast his spell and Horus's eye came zooming in. Zoom, click! Horus got his eye back. And from that day forward, his left eye had the power of the moon in it. It became the symbol of knowledge and healing, and revered as a sacred icon.
So that's the Eye of Wadjet?
Right.
And it became the Eye of Providence.
Yes.
And do you think that's why we call it the Wadjet system?
Probably, yeah. I told you yesterday, I love moving around. And I especially love dancing. But about 3 months ago, Mr. Ogira told me something. He said that I can't dance.
Damn.
Why?
I don't know. He said something about being over-reliant on dancing and neglecting my singing. You should stop dancing for now and practice singing.
But during your live stream,
She was dancing.
Because I was sad. After I stopped dancing, I lost so many fans. They said terrible things to me, like that I'm worthless if I can't dance. All I have is dancing. Just dancing.
In the end, we didn't find any new information on Renju. I'm not too upset. This is what a criminal investigation's about. You don't always find what you're looking for.
let's get going, Iris.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I really don't want to go talk to Oda. I'm going to keep putting that off for as long as I can.
there's no one in the garden.
Thanks.
So must be inside.
Wait, I have detected a living organism in the garden. You should look around.
We're about to get shot at again? Oh, over yonder. Over yonder.
That's so. Next to him is... Hitomi?
It looks that way.
Why? What's Hitomi doing with So?
Date? What's wrong?
Iris hasn't noticed them yet. I decided to ask her about them.
You said you don't know So Sujima, right?
Right, I don't.
What about your mom? Does she know So?
I don't know. I don't think she does.
Do you ever talk politics at home? Anything like that?
Not particularly. Why are you asking me this?
It was at that moment. Two bodyguards dressed in black came running out of the mansion. A panicked look on their faces.
We told you you can't come in here!
You can't do what you want just because you're a cop.
You're trespassing. That's a crime, you know.
Get lost.
No use pushing it. They called HQ, we get arrested for sure. What would happen to Iris? Who would protect her? ICE is a huge organization. They have people everywhere. I can't risk being caught. I wouldn't be able to save Iris.
Fine. Let's go, Iris.
Yeah.
This? Oda and Mizuki were both in the diner.
Nizet laws. I see. It's not impossible.
Oda spoke softly to himself, looking deep in thought. What are you doing here? And why are you here?
Well, Ota,
Date, can I...
Oda gestured and walked over to the corner of the room. I quietly stood up and followed.
Look, I was gonna let you have it, but under the circumstances. Date, can I...
What are you talking about?
Mizuki, of course. You've been neglecting her. Don't you think she's at her limit? Mizuki stayed at one of the mermaids' houses last night. She was twisting and turning all night. I had to sleep in the same bed so she'd calm down. She called me this morning so I could pick her up. Normally she'd be in school, but Mizuki had the day off for mourning. I thought that she
Wait.
shouldn't be alone.
Oh, her mother.
Why don't you try being nicer to Mizuki? I know she doesn't show it, but she's really hurting. She needs you, Date. She just doesn't want to trouble you.
She's a remarkable, brave young girl. You should try to understand how she feels.
You know where your father is?
if you're asking me, he's involved in all this, isn't he? Is he the culprit?
He did what? Who did what?
Did he really kill Mom? Well, I guess it's understandable that he'd be a suspect. After Mom got killed, he didn't even call. He called me out to Bloom Park for some reason. I thought it was suspicious. But I pretended not to notice. I didn't want to acknowledge it. I wanted to believe in Daddy.
About Iris.
Who is Iris to me? A friend? A big sister? And I kinda envy her. No, stop it! It's true though. I look up to you a lot, Iris.
Where's your mother?
She's out right now. I'm not sure where. Shopping, maybe.
Go to Iris.
Tessa is my hopes and
Oh my
dreams,
god.
my peace and my life. My
Hope you
light,
die.
My star, my sun, my goddess. She's like the laws of the universe itself, the embodiment of beauty. An angel, a lover, a cute mascot to put on a body pillow, a guru, a wife, a soulmate, life itself. She's the object of my total devotion and worship.
Snuck lover and wife in there.
I would ignore it.
And like I told you before, I'm Tessa's thrall. If she calls for me, I'll be there.
Thanks, Ota. That makes me happy.
Really? That should make you creeped out. Vote nice.
I've heard of them. Nizitlos, or Nize, is a satanic secret society. Like a cult. They sacrifice children. While the sacrifice is up all night screaming, the cult performs ritual acts. Their ranks are full of politicians, intellectuals, and business tycoons. They've only been active for a few decades, but some say that they've grown to be the largest secret society in the world. An organization so big that it absorbed the Freemasons and the Illuminati. But even though their membership is huge, no one knows who their leaders are. Like, you've heard of the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, right?
No.
But for Nice, there's nothing. No one knows who's running the cult. My guess is that they're being led by a group of super geniuses.
Ota doesn't know about the Watchet system, or its connections to Nice. Iris found out, which is why they're after her. Pieces fit.
If you believe everything she said.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Iris, let's get going.
You got it.
Date, if something happens to Tessa, let me know, okay?
I won't.
I'll come help right away.
You're literally
too.
useless. Mizuki I'll
save
take.
you no matter what, Iris. Thank you both.
Promise me.
I promise.
Say, I want Mizuki's help, but you're useless, Oda. Stay away from me. Let's go see Mama. Meow.
Where are we going next?
Marble and Golden Yokocho.
Wasn't that where we were attacked by Nice?
It'll be fine. I didn't tell anyone we were going there. They won't be waiting for us. Besides, they wouldn't ambush us in the same place twice.
But why Marble?
No reason. I just need to talk to Mama.
Hmm?
Sorry I couldn't come last night.
No, don't worry about it. It was better that you didn't.
Huh?
You didn't hear? There was a shootout right in front of the bar. They closed all of Golden Yokocho down. They were saying something about hitmen suddenly pulling out guns
Mama's
and
voice actor
shooting.
is so good.
They were trying to kill a man and a woman. Wait a minute.
Yep. I told Mom about last night, about Nice, too. Introduce Iris.
Sorry for the late introduction. This is Iris.
Nice to meet you. I'm Aset. You bet. Oh, sorry. Habit. I meant Iris.
Oh my, you are so cute. Are you a virgin? You are, right?
Oh, yeah.
What a coincidence. Me too.
I bet you're an eyeball.
Oh, you don't say.
About the Iron Men.
I think they must be foreign mafia. Some kind of international organization. They would do anything for money.
Nyes must have hired them.
About nice.
Sorry, honey, but I don't know a thing about that.
But you're an informant. I'm sure you must know something.
I'm well versed in local information. I know all about Tokyo's underworld, but I can't say much about the rest of the world.
Mama, I want to ask you something.
What is it?
Those gunmen were waiting for us. Did you tell anyone we were coming?
That's right. You did tell Mama that you were coming. And that you were bringing Iris.
Well, I did tell one person.
Who?
The person I was gonna have you meet, of course. Same guy who gave Ren his watch.
What's his name?
Futa, I think. Futa Aminoma.
What?
That's
Peter? Really?
Peter.
Huh. What do you think of Mama?
She's a delight.
No, aren't you nice? Are you looking for a job?
Iris is still in high school.
How about after you graduate? Starting rate is 6 million yen an hour.
Fuck, I'll work here.
Dante, I need a body so I can work here immediately.
You won't get hired looking like that.
Mama, what are you doing?
Just polishing the bonito.
It is not well known, but dried bonito is a fermented food. They are boiled and dried, which attracts a particular mold as it ages. It takes between 3 to 4 mold attraction sessions and results in high-quality bonito. Mama is cleaning off the mold right now.
Off the bonito. Want a drink?
No, I'm okay.
Alright, boogie. Now let's go kill Peter.
There's no one here. Maybe he went home.
No, that can't be. Pewter is definitely around here somewhere.
Date, your intuition is correct. I am detecting a living organism nearby.
I knew it. Is Pewter in here?
No, he's not.
Damn. Pewter's not in the metal shelves. Well, shit.
I know, this pewter guy must be hiding inside the CRT monitor.
What is he, a contortionist? Of course he's not in there. There's that bastard.
Wait a minute! Okay, I'll tell you everything.
You told those men that Iris and I were going to Golden Yokocho, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Renju hired them.
Renju did?
Which means Mr. Okiura is in with Nice.
Nice.
Don't play dumb. I know you're with them.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just helping Renju.
Did you help number 89 get away?
How much does she know?
Just answer the question.
Yes, I did.
It's been bothering me. How was number 89 able to escape from Metro so easily? And you were the one being held hostage. If you were helping him the whole time, it all makes sense.
About Renju's watch.
Is it true that you were the one who gave Renju his watch?
Yes, that's true.
There's no need to ask anything else. Why did Pewter help Renju? His last answer was all I needed to hear. Because they were doing it. So 89's escape.
2 days ago, Renju escaped from the hospital. Renju asked me on the phone to report everything about Shoko's murder case. That's what he wanted. Yesterday, the boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?" I was conflicted. I thought hard about it, but it was Renju asking. Someone I love. And he sounded like he was on death's doorstep. He was begging for help. I couldn't say no. With my intelligence, I was quickly able to come up with a plan. You know what the results were. The escape happened exactly how I described earlier. Though, I wasn't being threatened with a gun.
You were acting, huh? Just pretending to be his hostage.
Yes,
Did number 89 know about the plan?
of course. We discussed it when we were alone in the interrogation room. Naturally, he agreed. I imagine he would have taken any possibility of escape. Even if we failed, he was already serving a life sentence.
Why was Boss not present at number 89's interrogation?
I may not look it, but I have connections high up at HQ. Friends from my college days. I asked one of them to call up the boss.
Why did Renju escape with number 89?
I don't know. It's true. Please, believe me. Renju said that he needed him. That's all I know.
Where is Renju?
I see. So where is Renju?
Even if I knew, why would I tell you?
Because you don't want more holes in your body than you already have.
You can't.
Why not?
Date, I didn't tell you all this because you were threatening me. I genuinely wanted you to know. To understand. The truth, Date.
What are you talking about?
There's a variable you haven't considered. I made Aiba.
And?
You don't get it?
Date, his hands!
F.
Date!
Come with me.
Yes, he's.
Damn
Ugh.
computer!
Date, calm down or it will compromise your ability to drive. If you crash, you will not be able to save Iris.
Where is she?
I don't know.
So then where the hell am I going?
How would I know that?
The
You have
computer's
to
evil?
on your own.
What about her phone's GPS?
I tried. It's been turned off.
Then
It's just an extra precaution. Put it somewhere they won't find it.
Aiba, calm moment, now!
On it.
Date, what's up?
Oh, I'm all slipped up now. I explained the situation as fast as I could.
Tessa got kidnapped? Dante, you bastard!
I know. Yell at me later. Right now, I need you to tell me where she is.
God damn it!
After a short pause, Momo yelled out.
Goto! Ariake! Harbor Warehouse District!
What?
That's where the cold storage warehouse is.
That's where I saw Iris's dead body.
Hey, are you listening, asshole?
I've got it, thanks.
I'm on my way there too.
Hmm. Ugh. A lot of dudes. Something. You still playing the second game? Yeah, because the endings aren't all canon.
Those are the guys who attacked us at Golden Yokocho.
The mercenaries.
That's why when you said we beat it, we
How
didn't.
many?
I detect more than we can see. They are positioned all over the area, surrounding the warehouse. Each of them carries an assault rifle. Getting through will not be an easy task.
Looks that way.
There are 10 enemies on high alert around the storage. Right.
There are portable barricades set up in 2 areas in front of the warehouse.
Portable?
They can be moved and erected easily.
Ugh. Fuck. What else am I looking at here? That's it? How long am I going tonight? About another 15 minutes. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Nothing here. What else am I supposed to be looking at here? Hmm? I'm missing something. I thought it was the crane, but it's not doing anything for it. This is where that thing that something. This is that thing with Danganronpa has that's really good. Where they just show
There's
you
a
where
black
everything
van
is.
parked at the end of the
In case you get
harbor.
lost like that.
Anyone inside?
There are 2 ways to find out. walk over, knock on the window, and open the door. Or you can use the X-ray mode.
Oh, I can't. Okay. Man.
That's...
It's Iris.
Damn it. Is she okay?
Unknown, but at least we know she's alive. The issue now is reaching her.
Time to start blasting.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it, Mama.
Hold on. Are you dense? They're gonna blow your brains out.
They got guns?
Yeah, and not just one or two. They all have assault rifles, and they're everywhere.
You can tell? Even in the dark?
Have you forgotten that I found out what was inside your safe? I have superpowers. I can see in the dark, and I have X-ray vision.
Oh, shit, you were serious?
I nodded and told him about the rest. That Iris is in the van at the end of the harbor, and that there are 2 portal barricades on the way there. After I laid it out, I stared into his eyes.
We need a plan. Can you help me?
Yeah, sure I can. But I need to ask you a few things first.
What did you want to ask 3?
Tessa's in the van down there, right?
Yeah.
In that case, why don't we go around the back?
Unfortunately, that is impossible. The warehouses are flush with the water. The only path to the van is down the front.
I relayed that information to Moma.
Shit. Guess it won't be that easy. The jackoff who took Tessa. Pewter, right? What's his deal?
I think Renju asked him to do all of this.
Renju?
Told Moma about Renju and Pewter's relationship.
Oh, that's right. Renju was looking for Tessa.
Not only that, in a parallel world, I found Iris's body at an Okiura fishery warehouse.
I've got a bad feeling about this. So these bad guys, why did they take Tessa?
The van's at the end of the road. Okiura fishery.
He said why,
storage
not
warehouse
where.
is right there. They must be planning on taking her inside. Right now, they're probably getting it ready. They've got lookouts waiting outside.
Moma has a hunting rifle.
Moma, that's not a toy, is it?
No fucking way. This is the real deal, baby.
Do you have a permit for that? I have
Wait,
a
didn't
copy
one of your
of-
friggin' henchmen have a chain gun?
Don't throw the book at me now, Dante.
That appears to be a military-grade all-terrain vehicle.
Moma, that vehicle.
That's one of ours. I got it from the army. It's bulletproof, even the windows.
I thought you were trying to run a non-violent gang.
Well, that's exactly why. We got rid of our offense, so we needed a little defense.
I suppose that makes sense, in a way.
An armored ATV, completely bulletproof.
So, what's the plan?
Well,
While I was coming up with a plan, a car emerged from the darkness. It's our plan. Hi, Mizuki.
Mizuki, Ota, what are you doing here?
What do you mean?
You contacted us.
What?
I sent an IL message to both of them.
God damn it, Aiba.
Why?
I understand Mizuki, but why'd you... No,
Date, if something happens,
I'll save you no matter what, Iris.
promise me.
I promise.
A promise is an inviolable protocol. It must be followed.
Do you know what a white lie is?
No, I am an AI.
You always pull out that excuse when it's convenient.
Besides, Mizuki can be very helpful.
Very helpful.
And Ota?
Perhaps it can be
Less
used
helpful.
As a shield.
Thank you, Aiba.
And That's cruel, even for me.
Date? Who are the kids?
Don't call me a kid.
Who's the old man?
I sighed and shook my head and made the introductions quickly.
So your 6th grade roommate and a NEET who's trying to get his light novel published? What good are they?
Oh, she's
You don't
a
look very
genetically
useful
enhanced
yourself,
cyborg,
old man.
and well, he's just useless.
Yeah, you're all short and scrawny.
Shut up, I'm not short. The Earth is just big.
That argument is fallacious.
You're fallacious.
And you're short too.
No way. This isn't even my final form. All my joints are folded up. I can get 3 times bigger than this.
Liar!
It's been on for a bit. I finally got fed up and shouted at.
Listen up, you idiots. You're here because you're all ASET fans.
Water.
Wet, sweat, ASET,
Fears.
Upset. Regret. ASAP.
gambling.
Roulette, bed, ASET.
I hate it here. I hope we fail and everyone dies.
Yes!
All right, let's work together and get our Tessa back.
Yeah!
This is our time to unite. Let's show them what we're made of.
Yeah! Shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, we stand. Show no mercy, for you shall receive none.
Yeah!
It seems they've already become good friends. Iris has extraordinary power.
Good. It's working.
Good, thank God. I explained the situation to Mizuki and Oda.
Here's the plan. Ota, can you drive that vehicle? It's bulletproof, so don't worry. They can't shoot you.
Yes, sir.
Moma, I need your trigger finger. Get on the back with me and shoot any gunman you can see.
You got it.
And Mizuki, you're our secret weapon. If it all goes south, we're gonna need your powers.
Leave it to me.
Hey, Date, what are you gonna have her do?
Literally murder
She might
people.
not look it. She's something else. They won't take her down without a fight.
You sure about this?
Yup.
Yep.
You should worry more about yourself, Moma.
So, now you know your jobs. This is how we get through. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but our objective is to reach the end of the harbor. We need to rescue Iris from that van and then get the hell out of here. Any questions?
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, let's lock and load.
We're coming for you, Tessa.
On 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
And so Operation Iris Rescue began. I didn't call it Rescue Iris. It's so much easier. Is she actually a cyber person? No. She is genetically modified, though. Spoilers.
Hey, look!
Hey!
Tank?
All right,
Some people!
let's do this.
Do it.
Kill him!
Oh, this is going well.
Damn, there's too many of them.
I don't think my rifle can handle this many.
I have to think of something.
Iba, you got this. I have to think of something. Iba, think of something.
Date, I have a plan.
Thank God. Modified how? It's explained in the second game.
Is it a good plan?
Just listen. You still have that pornographic magazine, right? Don't act innocent. Last night you went back to Golden Yokocho. You found one of those magazines and hid it in your clothes.
How did you know?
I'm your left eye, Date. Of course I
Say
would
she's
know.
literally our eyeball.
In any case, throw it at the drum.
No.
Why not?
No.
This is a collector's item. It's SSR. I can't just throw it away.
So what is more important to you, Iris or Eros?
Arrow.
Hmm?
Iris.
Good. Hurry, they're closing in.
Oh, wait. Can't we...
F.
Take this! What?
Could it be? The legendary? Oh, this is amazing.
We're about to
one
kill
will
all these
believe
people.
me.
Date, now! Shoot the drum! Now's no time for crying. The drum contains flammable liquids. Do you understand?
Fine, I got it. Ota!
On it.
There's still more of them. And no more oil drums to blow up.
I'm at my limit here.
Or porno mags.
Iba, any ideas?
Let me see.
Oh, we do have another one?
Date, last night, you picked up something else, didn't you? I told you, don't act innocent.
We took her
I'm
underwear?
talking about the panties and bra you shot down in Golden Yokocho.
I needed it as evidence.
Enough with your pathetic excuses. Just aim under the container.
No!
Damn it, Date!
I was gonna give this to Reika as a gift.
Someone else's underwear?
Wine and underwear are best when aged.
That's gross.
That's a famous saying in France.
That is not true.
Dante, what are you doing?
Iris is in trouble.
Date!
Okay. I just gotta throw it, right? Goodbye!
What the hell? This must be a gift from heaven!
So wet as it gets.
So dirty.
I hate it here so much.
Shameless. Absolutely shameless.
Wait, are we able to flatten all these people? This would be brutal.
Now, if we can cause that container above them to fall,
I see it. I could shoot the cable.
can you make the shot?
Yeah.
Then let's go.
These poor people.
Oh shit, move!
Oh man, I wanted to flatten people.
Let's go.
Roger.
What else did you pick up, Date?
The last one. Once we get through here, then.
What's the plan?
You're the plan.
Fine then. My turn.
Wait! Mizuki!
She gone.
Oh, that idiot!
Date, Mizuki can't do this alone.
Moma, cover me. Hey, wait up!
Smash! The better question is, how can none of these guys hit these fucking two?
Seriously? Don't test me, motherfucker!
Shut up, Oda.
Mizuki!
So we just killed, like, at least 20 people, right? Like, not all of those guys are dead, but the vast majority are. And then there's the guys we blew up.
Thank you.
Like, the only checkpoint we didn't kill was checkpoint 2. Maybe. I'm sure someone got squished.
My goddess, your chariot has arrived.
Date!
Ota, mission complete.
All right, got it.
What about Peter? What about Renju? After that, we split up and booked it. Momo got behind the wheel of his vehicle. Oda took the van, and I got in my own car. Mizuki went with Oda, and Iris came with me. We drove off as fast as we could in different directions. The rain poured down endlessly. The neon lights of the city blurred faintly through the fine drops of rain. The fire drops.
Date, Moma and Mizuki contacted us.
That's where we'll stop. That's where we stop. We should be almost done this branch too. And I think we're back to one of the other sides. Yeah, we're almost done this one, I think. Because this is locked, other side's locked, up there is locked. We have 4 locked paths after we're done with this one. Hey guys, thank you for checking out today. I appreciate it. This morning we're playing the new Bendy. I want to give that a shot and see how it is. Because I really enjoyed Bendy 1. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your... What's tonight? Wednesday? Wednesday morning? Night? Morning? Morning? Hope you guys have a good time. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully we'll see you in the morning. Thanks for that, guys. We'll see you in a little bit. Peace. Peace.